Here we have a car that everyone knows what it is, but no one really cares to know more about it. So today I'm going to show you. Let's jump right in and head around to the front. As you can see, the front end styling is quite incredible. Work of art, if I do say so myself. And you can see the high-tech, slightly cloudy halogen headlights. And here's how you could tell it's economical. There's blue. There's blue right there. You see that? It's blue. In all seriousness, I really do like this Prius, especially compared to the others. It's like the earlier ones. This one looks a lot better. Let's check out the back, shall we? Around back of the Prius, you can see it has these stylish taillights, especially compared to the earlier models of Mark III Prius, which this is. This is a 2014. Again, blue badge, and the hybrid synergy drive logo right there. It has this Aztec style spoiler for aerodynamic purposes. And in order to open the trunk, there's a catch right here. Before we open up the Prius, I will show you the key fob. You can see this very high quality plastic Toyota key fob. Lock, unlock, panic button, and this button on the side, which, if you hold it, you can take out this spare key, which I will not demonstrate right now. Now let's open it up. We'll start right here in the front of the Prius. Very quality doors. And here you can see the wonderful Japanese interior. I'll bring you inside. Here is the car. Now we're here in the front of the car. We'll start right here with the steering wheel. You have some audio controls right here. Some other controls. Phone controls. A lot of controls on the steering wheel. And right here is the cruise control. That is an optional extra that this car does have. Back there, you can see the power button. Some standard Toyota headlight and wiper stalks. These climate vents, nothing too weird about them, with a little extra climate vents for purposes. Power adjustable mirrors. And here are your window controls. Now, I think it's about time to turn this thing on. So that's pretty simple. And the car roars to life. Now first, we'll look up here, where you got a bit of flickering on the VFD, the vacuum fluorescent display. At least that's what I believe this is. And up there, you can see you have a speedometer, fuel gauge, miles per gallon, gear, and there's a little side display. And by pressing the display button right here on the steering wheel, you can change that to show whatever you want. And by whatever you want, I mean there's a few options. I prefer to have it on the energy monitor screen. Here you have some center climate vents and center screen. This is a touch screen, but it also has all of these side buttons which do various things. CD eject, CD controls. This brings you, we'll demonstrate that. And you have pause and play, obvious, setup, car, and phone. And we can turn this on.
Okay, well, how are...
And that gives you got a nice physical volume knob. Press the audio button and you get all your different options. This screen is not incredibly responsive to touch, which is unfortunate, but I do quite like the aesthetic that it has. This knob, we all know what it does. Setup brings you to some settings that you can change. Car will show you consumption or energy, which is also something you can have up there, which is why you want to keep this on the audio screen. Here we have the climate control with all physical buttons, which is perfect. And this is the funny little Toyota shifter that everyone loves to make fun of, with a park button on the side, your hazard light switch prominently placed in the middle, and your different modes. Normal mode, an electric mode for electric driving, and a power mode for when you need to get up a hill. Now, down in the footwell here, you can see we have this very truck-like parking brake, and the hood latch, which we'll show you in a second, and your window switches. You can press them down or pull them up to do a full automatic, or you can move them a little bit at a time. Now it's time to pop the hood. So we're just gonna pull that latch, and they'll bring this around to the front. Now from here, you just have to find the hood latch, bring it up. I did put the prop up off camera, but here you can see the 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine, as well as some high voltage boxes, fuse box, all sorts of interesting stuff. And I don't know if you can see it, but somewhere down there is the motor, the hybrid part of this hybrid system. Now we're gonna head back inside. So now we're back in the car with the engine running, and here's an interesting little thing I want to show you. When you turn the car off, up here in your display, you get this little trip message screen. I think that's very interesting. But now it's time to get out of the car. And to do that, very simple. Everyone knows how to do this. You just pull that latch, and you can climb right out. Now say you want to lock the car as the driver. Well, one thing you can do is just put your thumb on those two lines and the car automatically locks for you, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to bring you around to the other side. Now, I've hopped over to the passenger side briefly to just show you our storage options. Right here we have this cup holder with a lid and a cup holder without a lid. You have your center console storage and 2 glove boxes. This one's perfect for umbrellas. You have your sun visors, of course, with your dome lights here, and sunglasses. Here is the rear door of the car. Pop that open, and you'll see it's pretty sparse in here, not a lot going on. Here is your rear seat. Plus you got some cup holders. This one doesn't really stay up, although I think it's supposed to. And if we hop back out, up here we have this button, which you can press and fold down the rear seats. You got 60/40 folding rear seats. And window switch for the rear passengers. Now we're here in the back of the car. You can see here's a little curtain so that people don't see inside and want to steal your valuables. You have some storage lighting, some hooks for holding stuff, and underneath all of this is a little sneaky surprise, which is more storage. And of course you can access the rear buttons to get in from here. And you got some nice and convenient handles to close the trunk. No automatic trunk closing because this is a 2014 Prius. But hey, what you gonna do? So, there you have it. The 2014 Toyota Prius. This is a proud automobile. And it's actually perfect if you don't care about going fast or doing anything really exciting, but you want to haul some stuff. Because a little secret, if you fold down those rear seats, you have 5.5 feet of room. That's like pickup truck numbers. Very practical car, very economical car. There you have it. Goodbye.